Hi there, it's Ray Pastels here, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can connect Google Analytics to Shopify in just a few easy steps. So the first step you need to take is obviously head to the admin section of your Shopify store. Once you've done that, you'll usually come to a screen where it shows you, your latest orders and all that stuff. And then what we want to do is look for online store. So usually we can get there if it's not in our side menu just by typing in online store. Once we get into here, we're looking for a section called preferences, okay? When we go to preferences, we can scroll down and we can look for something called Google Analytics, and then we're going to press set up Google. The app is now called Google and YouTube app, and this app will allow us to not only capture a page view, but also things such as when someone begins a checkout, purchases an item, and how much that's for. So that's going to bring in all those e-commerce reports that we want to. There are some limitations. For example, it doesn't understand refunds or post-purchases, and it also doesn't really bring in what we call promotion codes. So they're coupons, but these things may change over time, and we need to press install. What you can do from here is you'll notice there's a little pin, and we can pin that to our navigation so that it's always there and it makes it easier for us. The first step will be to connect it to a Google account, okay? So we're going to have to press connect in order to do that. This will open up a new window which will ask me for my username and login details. It's then going to ask me if I authorize Shopify for this account. I'm going to press continue, and then it's got this little explainer of what they have access to. You'll notice the account's connected up here, and that's why it's important that you connect it from the account that you'll have access to and not an agency, because it may time out and therefore you have to reconnect it. So within here, you can see that I can also turn on emails from Google and YouTube in terms of recommendations and updates if I want to. And then we've got down here, connect to Google Analytics property. So we want to connect to a Google Analytics 4 property that usually starts with G. So make sure in this drop down that you've selected the correct website. And then when you've done so, you can basically press connect, and that will connect to your store, okay? You'll then get a message saying you've successfully set up Google Analytics 4. Down here, you'll also notice Google Merchant Center. So if you sell products on your store and you want those to be featured in Google, and you can also use this for Google Ads, you can press Get Started, and that will allow you to connect your Google Merchant Center. The final step for you is to check that the tag is actually firing, and it's firing on the correct one. 99% of the time this should be fine, but it's just an extra step to make sure. So we go to tagassistant.google.com. We then press add domain and pop in the domain for this one. So just for example's sake, I will use these clients, plumtack.com.au, and then I'm going to press connect. And what this does is it opens another window, essentially, of the website. I just scroll down and I can see what tags are firing for this website. So for example, with this one, I can see they've got Google Tag Manager. I'm not logged in at the moment, so it's not enabled for debugging. I can see there's AdWords, so Google Ads. There's Universal still from previous time. There's Google Tag, and then we've got this one here, which has a scroll and a page view event. So it means that this is all working, so long as that ID is correct. And essentially that's it. Hopefully you are now all set up on Shopify. If you want to do custom tags, then check out my other video